Okay, here we are again. So, I'm just taking a trip to see my new apartment now. It's only down the road, a few minutes down the road really. So I thought that I'd take this opportunity to test out my new rig ahead of a upcoming trip I'm going to be taking probably in the next couple of weeks. And I have a trip planned in the next month or so as well, which I'm going to tell you about. So, first thing about my rig is I've switched it to a GoPro Media Mod and has a built-in microphone which is in the helmet as well, so hopefully that should actually make editing a lot easier. A lot more streamlined setup as well. I really like it. I need to get a new mounting for my helmet, and I also need a new helmet as well, to be honest, so I'm not rushing into that though. I'll probably get a new helmet by Christmas. So yeah, aside from testing my new setup, my purpose is actually to give you an update on what I'm going to be doing later this year and also mainly for 2026. So I have a number of plans in place. Well, 2 plans in place at the moment, with a third in the early stages. I'll tell you about the first one first. Every time I'm tempted to skip the traffic starts moving again. So as far as I'm concerned, is in regards to my own safety as well, is that if the traffic lane is moving, I don't cut the lanes. And to be fair, I'm very good at not cutting lanes in general. I just try to behave myself whenever I'm on the roads. When it's busy like this, people are stressed out. I don't want to be actually getting in their way. I don't want them getting in mine. So I'm always on my best behavior. So upcoming plan at the moment is early December. I'm actually going to be traveling from Dublin to London on the motorbike. So I'm going to be taking a ferry, more than likely to Holyhead. Then from Holyhead I'll head down to London. I have a couple of stops to make before that, and then I'll either take an alternate route back through Rosslare, or I'll just head back up to Holyhead again. Not decided exactly what I'm going to be doing yet. December 2025, Dublin to London, either on this bike, or if my new bike arrives by then and I'm able to purchase it, which hopefully I will be able to in the next month or two, I'll use that to go to London. And that'll be the break-in period for the new bike as well. Now, on that new bike, I have 2 big trips planned. The first one is happening early 2026. So, as the winter is going away, so I'd say probably February entering March, I'm going to take a trip from Dublin to Zurich, Switzerland. And I'm going to do that by taking a ferry over to Cherbourg from Dublin. Then I'm going to drive through the entirety of France all the way down towards Geneva. Then from Geneva I'm going to drive through Switzerland, taking in all the sights, the infamous roads, the infamous mountainsides. Then from Zurich I'm going to travel into Germany, and I have a stop planned there. I think I'm going to go to the old Mannheim town, where the old Hockenheim F1 circuit used to be. It's not there anymore, but I think there's a museum there, but I've always wanted to see that place at least once. At the very least, I'll see the forest beside it. So I'm looking forward to that. And then from there, I'm heading back into France, and I'll likely pass through Paris at that point as well. Then from Paris, I'll head back up to Cherbourg and take the ferry back to Dublin. So that's going to be my big trip in the beginning of 2026. Now, the trip to London and the trip to Zurich are both preparation trips for the big trip that I have planned. And I'm not going to tell you about the big trip, to be honest, because it's still in the early planning stages and I don't want to give the game away yet. But it's bigger than anything I've ever done, to be honest. It's terrifying as well, to be perfectly frank. Yeah, traffic around this time is really heavy, so I'm always on the lookout. I'm almost at my destination actually, so my apartment's not too far away. But yeah, I hope you'll stick with me for the next couple of months, just mainly to see my trip to London. My London trip has a theme around it. I won't announce what the theme is yet, but it's funny and you'll like it. I'm going to take as much footage as I can going on the trip. It's going to be similar in format to this, with the main camera just being on my helmet, but I'm also bringing a vlogging camera, which I'll use sparingly. Mainly I'll use it in the city of London for the most part. Now when I go to Zurich, I might add a third piece to my setup, which will be a drone. So I've always wanted to get a drone, and it'll make up for the lack of facial shots that I'll be using. So I'd like to be able to give you great shots of like parts of ruins and ancient sites, for example, that I can't access. I can use the drone to access them. So I was missing it while I was on the Ireland trip, because there was certain things I couldn't do because I couldn't access the sites, but I could access them via drone if I had one. So that's definitely going to be something I'm going to do. Well, I just need to pick out a drone. Okay. Alright, I'm on to St. Margaret's Road, which is the road I'm going to be living on for the next while at least. It's a road I'm familiar with, so it's not too bad. My apartment's nice. The landlady and the landlord are very nice as well, so looking forward to living with them. Well, I think that's enough out of me. I'm just about to approach my new residence. So, appreciate you tuning in for this random little test of my GoPro and my upcoming plan for 2026. So, yeah, look forward to my next video coming up soon. And I'll also give more details regarding the London trip going up. Thanks guys. Peace.